YouTube, welcome back to the Road Warriors Training Compound channel. I'm Bob Kamka, Senior Instructor under Len Sly, and today I'm going to give you my interpretation or rendition of Aikido past, present, and future. And today we're going to go over what many people refer to as Kokyunage, but actually I've come to learn it as Sayunage. So in this three-part series we'll be going over basic traditional Aikido style of Sayunage, or what many people refer to as Kokyunage. And then video 2 will be the tension style, and then video 3 will be more combative concepts, street applicable way of doing the technique in order to stop attackers and so on and so forth. So that being said, I have Robbie here today again. And my take on this past, present, and future trend that we've been doing, I look at the traditional side more as kind of like it's kind of like the kata of Aikido. So, you know, karate has kata, taekwondo has kata. They're basic forms. And within those forms, as you progress and evolve in your training, you know, then you eventually, hopefully, find like the hidden fighting strategies within those shapes and movements. And, you know, the hidden strikes, the combos, the techniques, the reversals, all that kind of stuff. So basically the traditional side, I look at it as a very basic side, which you should really articulate your body and really try to imitate the form that your sensei or your teacher or whoever it is you're learning from. You try to imitate what they're doing, figure out how it works for your body as best you can, and then take it to the next levels as you progress. So with that being said, we'll start right away. This side, please. We'll start with basic katate dori. So remember, with the traditional side and preserving the culture and the actual form of Aikido, with this particular attack and movement, you want to articulate, these kokyu movements, and not necessarily over-exaggerate your movement, but you want to make your movement a little bit bigger than normal, so you can start to feel where the power comes from, how your body works, how your uke moves, and the relationship between the attack and the throw. So we'll start very basic, traditional. Rob comes in for katate dori, and instead of just trying to raise up and throw him, I want to use some subtle footwork, articulate my hip twist to get my hips into his space. And from that moment, I just start to raise up, nice and big, very, very articulated. From here, you should start to feel, connection, blending, as well as compromising his elbows and his hips. And from there, you just keep on moving. You enter into his space and extend this, and you get a nice, pretty, very, very pretty, precise form. So one more time from this side. So here, enter in, raise them up, and throw. Many times in the traditional side, well, if not all the time, a lot of the throws are projected away or out. Okay, my opinion, it's not bad. I think it's good to train the ukemi, build up the conditioning and everything, but once you start evolving, you're going to find that it's really hard to throw someone across the room, if at all possible. So let's do a couple more just to get the form down here. So one more time. Comes in, soak them up, over, and go. Okay? Please. And one more time. Okay? Watch out for common mistakes, whether you're doing tension style, traditional style, or a street application. You don't want to reach over him. Okay, very easy to get reversed, screw the whole thing up. You want to watch your lines and your angles of attack. Absorb this part of my arm, matches his jawline as I make it big, project and go. Okay, another variation, more of an ura style. You're going to want to do a nice big exaggerated tenkan. Okay, practically speaking, nobody's going to hold on to you and go around in circles and wait for you to drop them. This is a basic cookie cutter template training. You want to build the form, build the strength, and the feeling within your legs and your center and your connective relationship to your uke. So one more time, katate dori, right? I start with a nice tenkan, articulated, and I keep my feet pivoting as I bend this even lower to bring them as low to the ground as I can. Be wary of these types of movements, especially in traditional Aikido. This is a lot of torque on your knees. So if you have a canvas mat or even tatami mat style, it's a lot easier. Wrestling mats, I highly do not recommend doing this because you could easily blow out your knees and ankles. Okay? So once you get to this point, start to bring them up again. Step and throw. And you want to finish with this form. So you train yourself to complete the entire movement. Once again, this is the basic technique. In my opinion, this is the basic paired kata form of Aikido. So you want to be exaggerated, deliberate, and finish with appropriate form. You don't want to end up just walking around, spinning, and then wait for the next repetition. Okay, so one more time. So tenkan, keep the connection going, raise them up, and throw. And finish with a good stance, and then return back to your hami. So one more time. So big tenkan, keep the connection, and go. Okay? We can apply this movement to a couple other attacks just to give you an idea. So this time we'll go from a Kokyunage. Okay? So once again, exaggerate your movement. And let them go. Kokyunage this side, please. Enter in. Okay. And go. Okay. And go. And one more time. Okay. So same thing. Just like Kokyunage Shihonage or anything with this direct entry with traditional Aikido, you want to get into their space, apply your atemi, don't be sloppy about it, but as it comes in, you're stepping in and striking. Okay? You keep them going, follow this path to where you get them, and then from here, you can either step right through and throw, or keep this twist going and catch them and throw as well. So one more time. Remember, like I said, my opinion, my take on traditional, it's kata, it's form. So it starts to help you discover and build the power it takes to capture someone's balance, take them down, and apply other strategies later on as you evolve. So one more time with Yokomen. Okay. Through, catch, articulate, and finish. Okay? Let's do another variation. Well, this time we'll do a technique from Ushido Waza. So same thing. Traditional Aikido, you want to, in my opinion, I think this is like the preservation of what O-sensei really wanted, or the culture behind the Aikibudo that became this variation of Aikido. So you're imitating the form. You're just keeping the form alive. So with Ushido Waza, same thing. Okay, here. Articulate this. Step through. Keep it blending. And let them go. Okay, one more time. Around. Through. Then go. Okay, again. Form. Yep, right. And we'll make it on the elbow. And one more time. Ushido Waza. Step through. Apply your Kokyo. And go. Okay? Couple key points. Remember, most traditionalists will start in this Hanmi position. You're emulating holding a sword, ready to fight or cut. So that's part of the form. So as they come in and grab, regular okay, right away, you should feel this proverbial energy connection right away. You expand a little bit, and then it starts to turn to absorb them. Okay? And as you do that, apply your footwork. Okay? And then articulate this. You don't have to go so high, but just enough to where you enter right in across this jaw line and throw. Okay? An exercise you can do on your own, if you're having trouble with either the movement or the shape, it's called a Sayundo, okay? You can start feet shoulder width apart or so. You can cross your legs, bring your hands up, and just imitate the throw. Then you can come back, go to the other side, bring your hands up, and study the throw. Almost like a Tai Chi kind of thing, okay? But you're imitating the movement, okay? So remember, you won't get the full effect unless you do it with a partner or uke. No matter whether it's traditional, tenshin, or otherwise. Okay, so that's it for now. Hey, arigatou. It's a traditional style, Sayunage. A lot of people call it Kokyunage, you know, for whatever reasons they have. So I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for part 2, where I'll explore my take on the tenshin style of Sayunage. Thank you very much. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time in the next video.